Now, you may not think so just by looking at me, but I friggin' love, like, cute, adorable things. You know, maybe a big, manly, handsome, bearded, tattooed fellow. But I can still like cute things. Mika and the Witch's Mountain is about as cute and adorable as you can get. I was lucky enough to be given an early access demo release of the game by the creator, Abraham Kozar. No strings attached. I loved the look of the game, I wanted to try it for myself and make a video on it, and now, here we are. Mika and the Witch's Mountain is an upcoming video game that's generating a lot of buzz among gamers, with its Kickstarter campaign up to a whopping 340,000 Australian dollars at the time of me writing this, blowing well past its initial goal of 62,000, and even beating all of its stretch goals so far. The game is set in a magical world where players take on the role of Mika, a young apprentice witch who's just finished a long journey to the island of Mount Gorn, where the powerful witch Oligari lives. Now, you know how people say the best way to learn to swim is to have someone to shove you in the deep end? Well, if I had to guess, I'd say Oligari was one of those people, as her first test for Mika was to shove her off the side of a mountain and learn to fly, which goes about as well as you would expect. With a Looney Tunes-esque splat, Mika hits the floor at the bottom of the mountain, breaking her broom in the process, and this is where we begin our journey as Mika, the apprentice witch. Lucky for Mika, she landed right by Allegra's house, one of the residents of Mount Gorn Island, and an artisan who is quite handy when it comes to repairing brooms. But not for free. Nothing is for free. This is where the game's main mechanic comes in. The island's local delivery service is in need of a new delivery person, and Mika is in need of some money to pay Allegra for a new broom. That way she can fly back to the top of the mountain to continue her training with Oligari. Now, as soon as I read the premise of this game, my head went straight to Kiki's Delivery Service, which intrigued me, because that happens to be one of my favourite Studio Ghibli movies. Between that premise, the gorgeous Wind Waker-like cel-shaded art style, and character design that reminded me a bit of A Hat in Time, I was sold before I even started playing the game. It's all well and good for a game to have a great art style and a good storyline, but obviously, the most important thing about a game is the gameplay. So how does Mika and the Witch's Mountain play, you might be wondering? Well, in the brief 15-minute demo that I played through, everything felt great. Mika was smooth and responsive to control when she was just running and jumping around, and flying around on the broom felt great. It did take me a second to get my head around the flying, as the controls weren't quite what I was expecting. So you fly at a steady height, but you can use the right trigger to boost and gain some extra height and speed, or the left trigger to dive down towards the ground. But when you're holding a package to deliver, you seem to be weighed down a little bit, so it's harder to stay upright, meaning you have to utilize boosts more often. Now, I didn't play enough to know for sure that that's what was happening, but whenever I had a package, it definitely felt a little bit heavier to me. So the starting area is a cozy little town known as Orilla Town. It's a really nice feeling exploring around the town and meeting all the locals. Everyone seems so friendly and I love their designs. Not to mention there's a town dog who tries to play with you. A dog! Yeah. I had some fun chasing him around for a while. Then one of my stream chat regulars, Oasis, very politely asked me if I could try and jump on the dog, as well as every other animal that I came across, including this little crabby fella, this adorable octopus, and the cutest damn kitten I've ever seen, who happened to be sleeping on a froggy chair. Now that had to be an Animal Crossing reference, right? Well, if you're wondering, you can jump on the octopus and he doesn't seem to mind, he might even like it. But the crab and the dog aren't so willing to be jumped on. They scooch on out whenever you try to jump on them. The kitty didn't seem to mind, but I don't think Mika really wanted to stand on the kitty, because every time I tried she just floated above it instead, which I can't really blame her. Kitty was pretty cute. I guess I should probably talk about the delivery system, you know, the main point of the game. Well, in the demo, we had 3 deliveries to take part in, which was enough to give me a bit of an idea how it all works. We started out talking to Gref, the head of the delivery service. He gave us a rundown on all the deliveries. Basically, you get 1 of 3 ratings. Green is a good rating. You get 1 coin per green delivery. Yellow is mediocre, and you get nothing, which is kinda harsh if you ask me. Red is bad. If you get red, he's gonna have to have a stern talk with you, which I don't like the sound of. He doesn't actually tell you how to earn the different ratings. I guess we'll find that out in the full game. Gref hands us a package that we have to deliver to one of the local fishermen, which you can pick up and put down as you please, but make sure you don't damage it as indicated by the health bar on the side of the screen. There must be ways packages can be damaged, but I'm just that damn good I never even got any damage on my packages. I'm assuming the rating system is determined by how damaged your package is when you deliver it. Anyway, once you pick up the package, you can head off to the recipient, who can be seen on the map in the pause menu. I won't go too much into the delivery system storyline. I'll let you guys find out for yourself how it goes when you play the game, which I do highly recommend. I love the music in this game. If you've watched my stuff, you know how much I love to gush over good video game music, and this game deserves the gush. Oh my. The intro song is a beautiful piece composed by Adrian Berenger? Berenger? I don't know.
Berenguer.
The upbeat string ensemble is so fun, it really sets the tone for the game. You know what you're getting into as soon as you boot up the game. To me, it feels somewhat reminiscent of the music from A Hat in Time, which is a massive compliment from me. That game's soundtrack is amazing. Like I said, there's still a Kickstarter campaign going on for this game up until the 5th of March. So if you feel so inclined, there are a bunch of awesome rewards you can get for backing this game. I personally backed this game at the tier that rewards a physical copy on Nintendo Switch because I love collecting for my Switch. So I would have likely bought the game either way, so I figured why not back it early and get some extra cool stuff in the process. I should also mention that this was not sponsored in any sort. The developers have said literally nothing to me and asked nothing of me. They just sent me the Steam key and some promotional art and left me to do whatever I wanted. The reason I'm praising the game so much is because I'm really into it. I love what I've seen so far and I'm actually super excited to play the full game on release. Honestly, I think I've said just about all I need to say about the game. If you're a fan of 3D platformers, games with adorable art direction, Studio Ghibli, A Hat in Time, or relaxing games that just let you go at your own pace, I highly recommend giving this game a shot when the public demo comes out. Which I'm not sure if I can say when that demo comes out, but it'll likely actually be out before this video anyway, so just go do yourself a favour and give it a shot. And if you do, come back to this video and let me know what you thought of it. I'd love to hear some more opinions. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here, but I do hope that if you're so inclined, you give this game a shot. It's a really enjoyable time. And also, I hope that if you're new here, you consider watching a few more videos and maybe subscribe. I don't know. Sorry, I had to. Alright, bye.